Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I have another Pokemon battle from Black and White version, and this one is a UU of sorts, I guess. Well, yeah, it's UU. It's mostly 4th gen though, so I don't know. We just felt like using 4th gen teams in this UU environment. So, it's a decent one. I enjoyed myself during this match, so it's getting underway. Both of us are going to set up Stealth Rock because that's kind of what both of these Pokemon are meant to do. But I know he can't do too much more to me, and I know I can probably get up some spikes, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And he's going to send out his Hitmontop, which is a good choice because it could scare me away since I'm weak to its strongest stab move. But I do have a ghost type to prevent him from spinning away my rocks and spikes, so I send out my Spiritomb, and he does go for Rapid Spin, which is great for me because it obviously does not work. So he's going to withdraw, but I'm going to just go for Pursuit because I know he's going to, and it does a decent amount, even though Hitmontop resists it, but it doesn't matter too much. I didn't want to go for a Will-O-Wisp because, you know, I just wanted to see what he was going to bring out. So he's going to go for a Crunch here and doesn't do too much. And I'll go for a Pain Split stupidly because I don't know. I just thought Pain Split would do more because I thought Ursaring had a lot of HP. But then again, it's probably not a max HP Ursaring. So he's going to go for another Crunch, which is it's not that big a deal. Spiritomb is really just trying to get this Ursaring out of the way. So Ursaring does go down, which is good because it goes down early. And he's now going to bring in a Sceptile. So I didn't know what it wanted to do here, so I think I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp just because I thought he was just trying to scare me away with something, but it goes for a Substitute, which is leading me to believe it's a Subseeder, but apparently it's not because I go for Sucker Punch and he's going for an attacking move, and that would be Giga Drain. But it doesn't do too much since this Spiritomb is specially defensive, and yeah, I'm just not fearing it too much. I'm gonna switch out though, just because I know I have another Pokemon that he probably can't do anything to. So he's going to sub up again while I send in my Venusaur, my Reptar. And he's going to switch out knowing he can't do really anything to me. And he's going to go to a Charizard. And Charizard's going to take out half of his HP because of Stealth Rock. And it's really unfortunate that I missed that Sleep Powder there. But what can you do? I don't want to stay in and take whatever Charizard could throw at me. So I send in Spiritomb pretty much for death fodder. He's gonna Solar Beam here, predicting the switch, and obviously he's gonna have a Power Herb, which gives him an immediate Solar Beam, which is, you know, whatever. Spiritomb was gonna die from whatever move he threw at him anyway. So now I send in my Electros, and he's gonna go for a Heat Wave, and it's gonna take me right down to 13 HP. I thought I was going to live much better than that. But I don't really. But I do get a Wild Bolt off and am able to take out the Charizard. So we're both going to switch in here to our fastest thing, which is following just like basic protocol, really. And I thought this was my Scarf Alakazam, but this is my Choice Specs one. That's why I sent him out, because I was like, okay, I'll be faster than pretty much anything he could throw at me. But that did not turn out to be the case, and Pinsir's going to be able to take out my Alakazam. But it doesn't matter too much, because I do get a free switch into my Arcanine, which threatens that Pinsir massively. And I'm going to go for a Morning Glory as he switches out, because... oh no, never mind, I thought I did. I'm gonna go for a Flare Blitz, and that's gonna do a lot of damage to Miltank because I'm assuming this isn't a defensive Miltank. I'm assuming it's a faster one because Miltank does have some pretty good speed. So I'm gonna go for a Morning Glory here, knowing I could take whatever move he's gonna throw at me. I don't know if I go for another one or do I just try to finish it off. Yeah, I just tried to finish it off with extreme speed. I think I should have went for another Morning Glory on hindsight. No, Morning Sun. That's what it's called. Morning Sun. I always forget what it's called. And yeah, he's gonna send out Pinsir, and Pinsir's gonna go for an X Scissor. I don't know why he stayed in here, but whatever. It doesn't really matter too much because Extreme Speed's gonna be able to take out the Pinsir, and what? There's not much to say. He's just taking a massive beating from this Arcanine. So he's gonna send in his excursions. I don't want to stay in and take whatever move Hitmontop has to throw at me, which was I was predicting either Sucker Punch or Mach Punch. He goes for a Sucker Punch, but I didn't want to stay in and take any of one of those moves, so I switch out to my Venusaur, knowing that Hitmontop probably doesn't have that much to take me out, and Sceptile's going to come back in. I'm going to get the Sleep Powder off, and thankfully it doesn't miss. It doesn't matter too much because Arcanine would have been able to deal with both of them even if Venusaur did miss. So gonna go for a Swords Dance because this is a physical attacker with Power Whip and Earthquake. So that's why I was trying to save that for later, and it's end of the match, so I decided to unveil it, if you will. And I'm gonna be able to take out the Sceptile with an Earthquake, and he's now gonna send in his Hitmontop, which I believe is his last Pokemon. He's gonna go for a Sucker Punch, but I go for a Sleep Powder, knowing he's most likely gonna go for a Sucker Punch. And this next turn, I'm just gonna go for a Power Whip to take him out. So that's pretty much game on that note. Hitmontop's gonna be taken out, and yeah, that's a good game. Comment, rate, sub, guys, and peace. See you next time.